Hey everyone, welcome back to Shelf Life Lego and another city update. For this week, I wanted to choose something that looked like it had been here for a long time and the city grew around it. It'll be at the end of a long avenue, so I wanted it to be a more traditional or stately looking building. Also, if you've missed the first two city updates, go back and check out the video. But for now, let's get into it and see what we're building for this week. So for this week, I chose set 10184, Town Plan from 2008. Now this set has a lot of cool buildings in it, but I went specifically with this courthouse building. So since LEGO already made a modular town hall courthouse, it didn't make sense to have two in my city, so I chose a different municipal building. Now a lot of towns, I see traditional looking post offices, so that's what I decided to go with this week. So one of the reasons I chose this building is because it sits up on this platform, and I kept most of the structure the same. I just widened it to fit the blueprint of my city, and I added an accessible ramp, and I added some tiles that looked like they were from the Cold War era. Now usually post offices have a section that contains everybody's P.O. boxes, and also a section to go in and mail packages, buy stamps, etc. So for now, we're going to concentrate on the P.O. box section. We're going to add some mailboxes. And then we're going to put one in, maybe the doors falling off of its hinges to represent the dying industry of snail mail. And then maybe this one just doesn't have a door completely. Not enough funding to fix it. All right. So add another row in the back. This one just has a different colored door. Oops. And this one I just put some mail. Looks like it's bulging out of here. Someone hasn't checked it in a while. Maybe grandma needs a wellness check. All right. All right, started building up the walls. Now let's add a couple of minifigs before we finish up the P.O. box section. So first thing I'm gonna do is add this guy. He's checking his mail. Then we're gonna add a little desk. Where grandma is still sending you paper checks that you don't know where to cash, that are going to end up in a junk drawer somewhere. All right, let's finish up the P.O. box section. Okay, I finished putting the walls up. I think we're good to move on to the next section of the build. All right, I went ahead and added some of the flowers out front, some little fences, and we can start building up the inside of the post office. So over here, we've got some shelves. And a little cabinet. And our service counter. I'm adding a couple of these to make it look like service doors to maybe load or unload the mail. And then just a mail logo and these Fabuland stamps. I always see post office have the new stamps on the wall or stamps that you can buy as options. And then I had this United States brick that I honestly didn't know what else to do with. So since it's a US post office, it's going in here. All right, and then while we're in here, maybe a mail sack. Someone may be mailing a package. This lady came back to probably mail me the 85th thing I've bought off eBay. Stack of boxes ready to be mailed out. And then a postman stamping her package. All right. So we can also add maybe a roll of stamps, some other rolls of stamps, maybe receipts here. We can go ahead and start adding some more shelves back here. A cabinet. Some more shelves. Throw this wall in. Maybe a picture of the Postmaster General. I thought this would be good. Clocks that maybe show times in different time zones above the loading dock. All right. I'll go ahead and finish putting the walls up in this section. We'll move on to the next bit. All right. Most of the walls are up. Inside is looking good. Let's throw our front facade together. Put in the door. And then the rest of it here. So I took away the clock on the front, and I'm going to add this mail sign from set 6464 Super Rescue Complex way back from last century in 1999. Put him on the front. And then we can add our columns. Perfect. Now we can add our roof segments. And for the roof, just have this with some air conditioning units, and that just sits in right here. So I think we're done with this build. All we have left to do is put it in our city.